CHCH Morning Live on location from beautiful Windsor, Ontario.
Yes, we are finally here. Right now, we're in the heart of Caesars Windsor at Cosmos, and we have a full day packed with some of the best that Windsor has to offer.
Yeah, Destination Ontario, Tourism Windsor Essex going to be here. We're going to talk about the unforgettable food we've already enjoyed last night, and lots of it. Some hidden gems, so many discoveries to be made today.
Yeah, so much lined up for the rest of the day. Of course, Emily Vukovic got a look at some of the must-see destinations across Windsor, Essex, and we're going to be seeing that a little bit later.
Of course, we're going to have weather and traffic throughout the day. Speaking of weather, yes. Brian Wood is at the View Bar overlooking the Detroit River. Brian, what's it looking like so far?
Good morning. Oh, well, you know, I'll tell you what it's looking like, but what it's feeling like at the moment is a real difference from when you're inside the hotel, because I had a jacket on inside because it was quite cool with the air conditioning inside. And then you step out here, it's like, oh, man, it is warm and muggy here in Windsor already this morning. The temperature right now in Windsor is 22 with a humidex of 30. But for Hamilton, we're sitting at 21 with a humidex of 28. So it's a warm and muggy morning. But I'm just enjoying the view here because we have a perfect spot. We're up on a balcony above where our main set is, and we're outside and we're looking right across the Detroit River, which is an absolutely lovely sight as you look at the Detroit skyline in the background. So it's going to be a wonderful morning. I'm loving this. What we're looking at as far as the forecast for today is for Hamilton, we're looking at a mainly cloudy sky for the day. We have a fairly cloudy sky at the moment to start. Temperature today should hit 23, so not too far to go from where we are right now. Humidex of about 30. We're looking at possible showers, possible thunderstorms as the day progresses. So we'll give you all the details on that coming up in a few minutes. But right now, let's see how we're doing on a Friday morning traffic watch. Here's Steve Reddick.
Thanks, Brian. Okay, yes, we do have, again, a sticky down in Windsor. It's sticky here, 98% humidity in the Hamilton area right now. So as you head out the door, you'll almost hit this wall coming out of any kind of air conditioning or fan situations out there. On the roads, things are moving along okay. It's a good start to the day. We're not seeing weather not a factor for the drive at the moment. 6:02 on your Friday morning. Let's have a look and see what's going on down towards the Niagara area, first of all, which gives us an idea. Traffic's fairly light as we look through the Garden City Skyway eastbound, Niagara Street, traffic's moving along okay. Up in Hamilton by the Skyway Bridge, Burlington Skyway Bridge, Toronto-bound lanes closest to us, fairly light right now. Let's go up to Pearson Airport. That's always a slow spot. But right now, yes, it's building up there, a vehicle off to the side, but don't seem to be slowing things down there. So good start to the day as far as traffic is concerned. We'll update everything for you in a few minutes. But now let's join Al Sweeney with today's news.
Thanks, Steve. At the top of the news this morning, another tragedy at Binbrook Conservation Area. This is the third one this summer. Sean Cowan is live at Binbrook Conservation with more. Sean.
Al, Hamilton EMS say a man in his 60s was taken in the hospital yesterday morning with vital signs absent after he was removed from the water here at Binbrook Conservation yesterday morning. Now, also at that time, a woman in her 50s was also removed from the water. She was taken in the hospital, but in stable condition. Now, it was back on July 1st when 7-year-old Nathaniel Solomby also drowned. Nathaniel was among 200 people from the local community celebrating on Canada Day at Binbrook Conservation when he went missing that afternoon. His body was found in the water the next day. Also on July 1st, that very same day, a 61-year-old Hamilton man died after his kayak capsized at the conservation area. Now, Hamilton EMS tell me that on the way to the hospital, they tried to revive him, but he was vital signs absent. Also yesterday, a 50-year-old woman was taken to the hospital, but she was in stable condition. No update from Hamilton EMS as of yesterday afternoon on that man's condition. Al, I'll send it back inside to you.
Thanks, Sean. In other news, flood recovery continued in the Niagara region as the city of St. Catharines and the town of Lincoln remain under states of emergency. The province says they're currently evaluating whether Niagara qualifies for their disaster recovery program, which would relieve affected residents of cleanup and repair costs. Residents we spoke to in St. Catharines are scared more flooding will come.
we're nervous about any more. Like, we're hearing that it's supposed to be thunderstorms this weekend, and we're already a little paranoid that it could happen again.
Our vulnerable assistance registry is growing significantly. We have residents that still need help getting contaminated furniture and items out of their basements. That's our priority right now, is to get to those vulnerable residents.
The province has indicated that their field officers are on the ground working with Niagara Region to provide advice and assistance. No timeline provided for assessments to be complete and additional funding made available. The clock is ticking down to the next round of U.S. tariffs targeting Canadian goods, even as Canada's top negotiators continue to meet with their American counterparts in the U.S. Canada-U.S. Trade Minister Dominique LeBlanc and Janice Charette, Canada's chief trade negotiator, were in Washington yesterday for talks with U.S. Trade Representative Jameson Greer. A readout of their talks says they're engaged in intensive discussions over several outstanding trade issues. Meanwhile, Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre took swipes at the Liberal government yesterday for not yet securing a deal. Canada's defence minister says the future of the country's defence sector is looking brighter. That's the feeling being shared by David McGuinty, who announced another new innovative research facility Thursday. McGuinty says the University of Calgary will house a new quantum research hub focused on defence technology for the Canadian military. He adds those who lead in quantum technology will help shape the next generation of military capability. The proposed Calgary hub will be the third of its kind announced by the federal government, after a maritime security hub in Halifax and a drone hub in Montreal. In sports, in CEBL action last night, the Niagara River Lions faced off against Scarborough. This was a single-game elimination, with the River Lions bringing their 10-14 regular season record up against Eastern Conference leading Shooting Stars. This one couldn't have been any tighter, and it was a deep-in-game winning shot from Kali Ahmad that sealed the shock win for Niagara by a final of 86-84. In baseball, it was a makeup game featuring the Jays and Chicago Cubs after the game was postponed due to weather on June 21st. This one goes to 11 innings, and it was a catcher's throwing error during a pickoff attempt at third that handed the Cubs a 3-2 win. Toronto heads to Philadelphia for a 3-game set against the Phillies starting tomorrow.
Traffic again on the roads at 6:08 on your Friday. Again, as we look through the Aldershot area here, sun is starting to peek through the clouds in a few places. We're getting lighter right now, but traffic's moving along in pretty good shape. Let's go along the 403 and see what's happening in that area. 403 Glen Erin Drive, traffic is very light right now. 403 west of Mississauga Road. And the road's a little damp as we speak. There were a few showers here and there, not much last night. And again, this will continue today. Go down to the Niagara area, Skyway eastbound. Again, traffic is fairly light at this juncture, moving through Hamilton, Burlington, Skyway Bridge, Toronto-bound lanes closest to us. And again, very, very light at this particular time of the morning. So that's some good news out there. And looking at the QEW east of Brant Street, and a couple of vehicles off to the side there, but doesn't seem to be causing any problems right now. We'll have to watch and see that one, how it all evolves. Let's look at things for now as far as traffic is concerned. Let's join Brian down in Windsor with today's weather.
And you know, Steve, we're standing out on the balcony out here overlooking the Detroit River and, of course, the Detroit skyline behind me, and we just went, wait a minute, I felt a raindrop. No,
What's
no,
that?
Please, don't do this to us. We love this location. So let's start with what we have right now as far as Hamilton is concerned.
Stop that.
We have a fairly cloudy sky at the moment, and we'll have a look at our temperatures right now. As you start out this Friday morning, the 7th of August, we are looking at a temperature right now of 21 degrees, 21 degrees for Mississauga. Temperature has dipped by a degree this hour. We were 21 last hour in Hamilton. So 20 for Hamilton, 19 for Grimsby, 22 degrees into Toronto. What we have now is a low-pressure system, and it is crossing the Great Lakes, and it's going to be heading up across to us to the northeast. And as you can see, it's way up to the north now. And that's going to give us the instability for today, tonight, and tomorrow. So possible showers. So let's look at the forecast for today. Today, the temperature is going to hit, well, 23 degrees. So that'll be below seasonal, but a humidex of 31 for the day. There's that chance of showers and thunderstorms. Bit of sunshine in the mix. Tonight, we're looking at fog patches developing. Still chance of a shower or a thunderstorm, down to 19. And tomorrow, Saturday, is looking a bit better now. We're looking at some sunshine for the day tomorrow, but still a chance of a shower or a thunderstorm. Warmer, 27, feeling like 35. We'll give you the long-range forecast coming up in a few minutes. Right now, back inside to Rick and Simone.
Thank you, Brian. Coming up after the break, we're live from Caesars Windsor and more on our Windsor-Essex adventure.
And coming up a little bit later, we're going to be exploring some hidden gems, some must-see attractions, and some unforgettable experiences just waiting for you here in Windsor, Essex County, and Pelee Island. More coming up after the break.
Before we go back to Windsor, the quick look at business news this morning. The dollar is down to 71.29 cents U.S. Gold is up $75 U.S. an ounce, and oil is up 43 cents to $77.71 U.S. a barrel. In midday European trading, London, Frankfurt, and Paris are all ahead at this hour. Tokyo closed the week with a drop of 76 points on the Asian markets, while Hong Kong and Shanghai were up. The key North American markets were all down by Thursday's close. Statistics Canada is set to release its latest labour force survey for the month of July this morning. A poll of economists predicts Canada added 15,000 jobs in the month after gaining 18,200 in June. They expect the unemployment rate to remain the same at 6.5%. Economists have said the labour market appears to be stabilizing after the first quarter of the year brought a mild contraction and employers shed jobs. The union representing WestJet cabin crew is sharing details of the tentative deal reached with the airline this week, ending the union's one-day strike. CUPE says the deal included more than 18% wage hike over 3 years, as well as a new duty period premium that adds compensation for work done on the ground, one of the negotiation's top sticking points. It also includes increased time off and higher food and uniform allowances, among other things. WestJet is still experiencing some flight delays as they ramp up following the one-day cabin crew strike on Sunday. The average asking rent in Canada declined 4% in July compared to the same month last year. That's according to a new report from Rentals.ca and Urban Nation. That decline puts the average asking rent at $2,037 across the country, marking the 22nd consecutive month of annual rent decreases. But the report also notes that the pace of decline continues to ease, with asking rent in some cities rising slightly, like Toronto. Hamilton remains virtually unchanged on the list, with an average asking rent of $1,929 per month. Burlington similarly remains unchanged at $2,370. Ontario saw a year-over-year increase of 0.6%. Record audiences for the 2026 FIFA World Cup helped drive Bell Media revenues higher in the last quarter. That's despite BCE Inc. recording a lower profit overall for the 3-month period compared with a year ago. Strong advertiser demand during the soccer tournament, for which all 104 matches aired on Bell platforms, boosted Bell Media's ad revenue by 5.3% year over year in the second quarter. Total subscriptions for their streaming platform, Crave, reached over 5 million, or 23% higher than last year.
Okay, let's check your traffic In 616 on Friday, QEW Skyway, Hamilton side closest to us, and again moving towards Toronto on the closest lanes here. Traffic is building up just a little bit, a little busier than it was a few minutes ago. Down towards Niagara, still fairly light there, and again, it looks like maybe it's some little fog down that way. QEW east of Guelph Line, traffic is building up as it does on Fridays, and up by Pearson Airport, we're starting to see things really start to get interesting there, with a fair amount of traffic on the roads right now. Other areas in Toronto, 401's Hogs Hollow moving along okay, and down by the 403 here Ontario Street, seeing no major problems, traffic moving along okay. 403 Mavis also no real problems out there with traffic fairly light right now. 617 on your Friday. Thanks for spending part of your morning here with us on Morning Live, and we'll be back down with the gang in Windsor as they look into the interesting aspects of that city when we come back.
Welcome back to Morning Live, and yes, we are live this morning. Windsor is where we are at Caesars Windsor Hotel and Casino, and my vantage point here overlooking the Detroit River and the Detroit skyline. It's cloudy morning. We did have some sprinkles a little earlier here, but here's our forecast for today for Hamilton, of course, and what we have as far as the temperatures are concerned now. Temperature sitting at 20, so it's a warm start to the morning. 20 for Hamilton, 19 Grimsby, 21 to 22 from Mississauga to Toronto. The long-range forecast today, what we're looking at is a temperature of 23 degrees. 23, that'll feel like about 28 degrees for the day. We are looking at showers and possible thunderstorms for today. 23, yep, feeling like 31. Tonight, temperature will fall to 19 degrees. We'll get some fog patches developing. Chance of showers, thunderstorms. Tomorrow we get some sunshine, but again, chance of showers, but it looks beautiful as we head into Sunday. That's a check on your forecast. Now, Simone and Rick.
Thank you, Brian. Today we're taking you on a journey across the region from the vibrant city of Windsor to the welcoming communities of Essex County.
Whether you're planning a getaway or looking for your next adventure, there's something for everyone to discover.
Joining us now is Jason Toner, the VP of Marketing and Communications with Tourism Windsor Essex. Jason, good morning.
Welcome to Windsor Essex.
Thank you for having us. And I mean, we started our adventures yesterday with everybody here. It's been so amazing. But we have a stack show for our viewers today. What is some of the, if you could just tee it up, what do we have coming up today?
We're trying to give you a taste, literally a taste, of everything we have in Windsor Essex. We show the vibrancy of the city and the region. We have a ton of food, a ton of drink options to explore, some great arts and culture, but really give you a feel of what you can expect for a road trip. And we know Windsor Essex is a perfect road trip from down in the Hamilton GTA area.
Yeah.
We were at Spago last night. We got a big taste of what is in store today. Why is Windsor Essex a destination for many people?
We're an easy road trip, and we're a great reconsideration from, everyone heads north, and we want to let them head south. We're a great shoulder season trip too, but also the value you can get down here. And I don't think people realize, our hotel rates are very affordable. We have great value in a lot of our restaurants, and we know a lot of people travel for wines, and people don't know about the wine region down here, and we really want them to learn about that because it's a top trip motivator for us, but also it's warm, welcoming, and a big part of our reason is the value you can get down here when you visit.
Yeah, when you talk about value, because that's one thing, especially because summer is almost over, families are probably looking for ways to kind of cap off the rest of it. What are some ways to really expel your budget in the best way, to bang for your buck kind of thing?
Yeah, so our website at visitwindsoressex.com, we have a lot of landing pages that have packages you can purchase. When we talk about families, specifically Adventure Bay Family Water Park, which you're going to see later, right downtown, right next door to 3 different hotels, and you're $30 to get in for the day, $35, which is an awesome experience to get into the park. Hotels, you're $200-ish a night in downtown Windsor, a little bit more maybe on the weekend. So it's a great value, and we have passports you can use online that give you free experiences or discount experiences for tastings. So we really want to try and give you an experience at affordable value, and then want to come back and bring your friends and family at the next trip too.
From a tourism standpoint, the Gordie Howe International Bridge just opening. Is that going to bring a lot of Americans over, do you think?
Yeah, we've seen it. We had, I think they said almost 4,000 people that went over the bridge on the first day. So I know they're going to come and talk a little bit more later, but it's really opened up a whole new world. If cyclists want to come down, when can you walk across over into the U.S.? So it's going to be a really cool experience for free to get on that bridge. Great selfie opportunities, and standing literally straddling the border between U.S. and Canada is going to be a pretty cool opportunity for people.
So many incredible things, and I know that our viewers are going to be so excited to see so much that we have. But you touched a little bit on the passport experience, or just some of the options that people are able to take advantage of when they come here. But for you, what are some of the must-see experiences?
Oh, what I love doing, so we are the whiskey capital of Canada, so we have a whole district called Walkerville where the distillery is, so heading out there. Heading to the tip of Canada at Point Pelee National Park is a really cool opportunity, and I'm a big foodie, so we have tons to discover. You're going to talk about Follow the Flavors, which is our cultural diversity, but Windsor-style pizza is a must, and it's what you must do when you come down here. So, I'm passionate about our pizza. So,
what are your favorite toppings on
the traditional Windsor-style pizza will be mushrooms, galati cheese, which is made in Windsor, Essex.
Okay.
Shredded pepperoni is what makes it different.
I love shredded pepperoni.
Crispy, not greasy.
Yeah.
It's such a great way, and we have a cornmeal crust that uses very specific tomato for the sauce. So when you come here, you want to get the super is what our Windsor, Essex pizza places are known for.
So excited, yes. And I know we got a chance to try some pizza yesterday too.
Oh,
so did Emily. It was delicious. It was the best, way to start our whole experience off for the couple
When
days.
you come to Windsor, you're going to leave full. That's what we.
That is true. I'm still going to be full for days.
Jason, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks. We love having you here.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, we got a giveaway to give away thanks to Destination Ontario and Tourism Windsor Essex. We're giving away one lucky winner the chance to experience an unforgettable VIP getaway right here to Windsor.
Now we have one grand prize that includes a 2-night stay at Caesars Windsor, 2 tickets to a show at the Coliseum at Caesars Windsor, a $150 dining gift card to enjoy incredible local flavors at Spago, which is delicious, and Antonino's, also really good, original pizza.
You'll also receive 2 barrels, bottles and brews, Trail Flight logo, 1-day tasting passes to sip and sample some of the region's best craft beverages. Approximate value of this prize is more than $900. To enter, head to our contest page at chch.com/contest. More Morning Live from Caesars Windsor after the break. Good morning.